On this live feed, we're going to talk about playing favorites. Playing favorites, favor, getting an edge on people. Favor, to be a favorite person, to be the favorite employee, the favorite child. There is basically you getting special treatment. And to get special treatment requires a couple things. What does being a favorite person or getting special treatment, what does it require? Well, it all depends. I just got out of Starbucks. There was a hot girl, hot barista. Starbucks baristas are like waitresses at a strip club. Pro tip to all my guys: never date a stripper, date the bartender. The bartender is the real freak who doesn't have self-confidence to get up on the pole. The stripper's a businesswoman. The bartender's the freak. But shout out to the barista, looking very good. Hot Cuban girl, or not Cuban, I'm sorry, Colombian girl at Starbucks. And she was talking to me, I was talking to her. She was giving me like talking to me in Spanish and giving me the Spanish accent. I was just looking at her smiling and keep my mouth shut. Pro tip to all my guys: how do you entice a girl? Smile and keep your mouth shut. And once in a while, you throw in a compliment. Throw in a compliment, smile, keep your mouth shut, and keep listening. But you're daydreaming about having sex with her, but you're listening to her conversation. So she's telling me about all these different things. And I'm listening because she's hot, but really I just want my coffee because I want to be single and masturbate. But I listen to her, I get my coffee, and I sit down. As I sit down, I set up my laptop, my phone, I charge my phone, I use the resource. And I'm an observer. I've always been an observer, and that's helped me learn a lot about human nature and life. A lot of people spend thousands of dollars to get a degree in psychology, and all you have to do is sit down in Starbucks, keep your mouth shut, and watch. So I'm watching my environment, and I'm watching this hot barista tend to the different people that come into the store. And there's like 3 different baristas, one other girl, big girl, a manager, and a gay guy. And doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, doesn't matter. But I'm just sharing what I saw. I'm observing. So the hot barista is the one working the register. So she's over there, I'm seeing her. As soon as a guy approaches the register and orders his coffee, he's automatically giving this hot barista favor. It's like out of all the different baristas, a guy will come in, he'll see the hot girl, he'll see the overweight girl and the gay guy. Who is his favorite? The hot girl. So the guy orders his coffee. I'm watching, guys. I'm watching. But I'm also, charging my electronics. So as I'm watching, the hot barista girl goes to get the coffee for the guy who ordered the coffee. And the guy's being extra nice because that's his favorite one. So then the hot barista, she has a little bump in with the other barista, and she almost trips. She didn't fall or anything, but she tripped a little bit. So the guy behind the counter, he was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Is everything all right?" To the hot barista girl, to his favorite girl. To the big girl that damn near broke her neck, he didn't even care about her. He didn't even ask about how she was. He didn't even know she was there. The big girl's on the floor. She damn near going to need a knee replacement after she had a collision, she was going, in the middle of the football field, and Ronnie Lott hit her. Ronnie Lott was like a pro safety, and she was doing a crossing route, and she got hit. The hot girl only stumbled, but Ronnie Lott hit his own teammate, and the teammate, the fat girl's totally on the floor. But he didn't pay any attention to the big girl. He was giving his favorite attention, his favorite, to the hot girl. So one of the ways to get favor is simply through vanity. People pick based on what they visually see. A visual reference. The human has, I think they say, 5 senses. And sight, visual, is a sense. It's a sensory that goes back to our brain to make a decision. So when you see something, your brain receives that input, your mind gets that information, and then you got to make a decision. Now, see, I seen that hot chick. I processed, I thought, yeah, she hot. But in my mind, see, my computer processor works like Sam. She's going to be a disaster in a few years. She's not going to always look good. And after you're with her, it's going to be a disaster. You ain't going to want to hear what she wants to say. and you don't want to get married, you don't want to have a kid, you don't want to do any of that, why would you even think about continuing to flirt with her? And see, I processed all that. This other guy, he's going to end up getting married twice and then have 2 kids with her, and she's going to hate him. It's going to be a disaster. But in his mind, he processed, oh, she looks hot. The big chick, I don't care if she's hurt. I'm going to give more attention to the hot girl. A visual reference is how we make information. Now, I'm talking about how do you become someone's favorite? For some people, it's through a visual connection. You know, it's the same thing when you go to a restaurant. You don't even know how good the food is. The first thing you see is, what's the ambiance? The ambiance is, what's the lighting like? What's the plates and the silverware they clean? You know, is the place clean? And so you're a very visual person as a human. And that's why they say too, like when you go for a job interview, you may not want to go with a tank top and no underwear. Why? You could be the smartest guy in the room. You could be the smartest guy in the room. But if for some people, they're only going to see the visual. You got to play the game. It's the game of life. This is how you get to become the favorite person. So, you come into work, you may do a great job, but I've had some people judge me on that. I remember one manager called me in the office. This was when I was still working in the office. And I certainly dressed up when I need to, but there were some times where I was just casual. And I remember a manager called me in the office. He says, Sam, look, you're one of my best workers, so I'm not going to give you a lot of crap. He goes, but look, you got to, wear like dress slacks and things like that. And I said to him, brother, well, one is, I said, what are you wearing? Because he wasn't wearing the dress code either. I said, that's number one. I said, I love you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I was like, come on, man. I mean, I would only say that because I knew him. I wouldn't say that to a manager I didn't know. I worked with this guy for years. I said, two is, look, when people come around, I know I got to get dressed up. I'm in compliance. I said, but if it's just us here in the office, I'm not going to put up the show. I work harder than anyone in here. But I understand it was the show. But this was later on in my career. I knew the manager. So we were just having a one-on-one. I would never question my direct manager in front of other people. Never do that. You're not going to become the favorite employee by questioning your manager in front of other people. How do you become a favorite? You better be thankful. If you go to war with your manager, it better only be because he's doing something unethical. Because if not, you're never going to be the favorite person. And if you have a bad attitude, you're always going to be a crowd worker who blames that other employees get favor over you. But the chances are you call out of work a lot. You have a poor attitude. You can't get along with other people. You got HR on speed dial. You got human resources on speed dial. But when the manager calls you into work on the weekend, you don't show up because I'm off time. I'm not coming in. I showed up for days, for weeks. I worked so much overtime in your life, spin your head. That's how you become a favorite. That's how you move up. Not by, becoming your boss's worst enemy. How do you become a favorite? You're either going to be a hot chick in Starbucks working as a barista, or you're going to show up all the time. But people are visual. So a visual is one way. Sometimes people are also tribal. People are tribal orientated. That's why gangs exist. That's why religions exist. That's why patriotism exists. People have to band together under something. Whether it's a red bandana, they want to be a blood. Whether it's an American flag, they want to be American. Whether it's a religion, a cross, a Jewish star, a half moon Islamic thing, whatever it is. People tend to go in packs for survival and for primitive, for just primitive thinking. In the Bible, one of the first things you learn is that there was different tribes. I remember going to a Christian non-denominational church who preaches a lot about the Old Testament, and we did like a youth program, and the first thing we did, we separated all the kids and we called them a tribe. You're the tribe of Judah, you're the tribe of this. And so right away, you start to put labels, you start to say, what's my favorite? Just like, you're watching a football game. You almost have to choose which your favorite team. People ask you, who do you, and that's all it is. It's a thing. Like if you have a Giants helmet, you're a Giants fan. You have a Dolphin, you're a Dolphin fan. A lot of people don't like the sport. They like to pick their favorite team. What's your favorite team? That's a lot of things people most ask you the first time. All it is you like football, but people by tribal instinct, they want you to pick a favorite. A lot of people got in trouble in the Bible because they would have multiple wives. Shout out to all the adults who want to teach their children the Bible, but they don't want them to teach it themselves. Let's go back to the Bible days where we have multiple wives, and in the New Testament, women keep their mouth shut in church. Should we teach that? No, let's stick to the First Amendment of the Constitution, where you can worship any religion or no religion. Okay? That's the difference between us and other countries. And other countries, a lot of it is they keep the people oppressed under religion because it's a distraction. It's a distraction to keep each other mind screwed. Oh, you're my favorite. Because you were born of this tribe, this land is guaranteed to us. Or if you're Sunni, you're Shia. Or if you're this, you're that. And so it's automatically, if you're this tribe, you're the favorite of God. If you're the favorite of God, you don't need to be a good person. If you're the favorite of God, you just walk up with your head stuck out and you are entitled. You don't have to do any work. That's what some people think. But really, to get favor, to get real favor, the right kind, you have to be a thankful person. You have to show up. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you got to have some type of character. But many times it's not based on character. It's not based on, actual results as far as your work output. It's based on the game of life and the tribalism, the visual. That, there's a lot of different ways to become someone's favorite. If you're the only boy born in a house full of girls, you may become your parents' favorite. I was the only boy brought up by 2 other sisters. The only time I was told that my father brought flowers to the delivery room in the hospital was when my mother had me a son. And my father didn't want me. I was supposed to be an abortion. But he brought flowers because he's like, damn, I don't have another girl. And sometimes I saw my mom would give me a little bit of favor because I was the only boy. But also, sometimes my sister's very unthankful. The only time I really remember my mom being disappointed with me was when on Christmas, I wanted Super Nintendo and I wanted Genesis. I wanted them both on the same Christmas. And she said to me, Sam, I promise you, if you clean your room, I'll get you both. I cleaned my room before Christmas, and I asked her, Mom, are you going to get me both? And she never told me yes or no. And I thought, well, now you're playing game with me. I got very upset with her. And she got very upset with me. She got me the things, but it became contentious because I was getting a little bit unthankful, but she did promise. But an unthankful person, whether you're born a female or a male, that's going to get you out of favor. I will never allow someone to be a favorite of mine if they're unthankful. And you're going to see with your own life. You never want to give favor to someone who gives you heartache. Why would you want to? I don't care what their output is. Being thankful is the number one way and not causing people grief, that's how you get favor with people. That's how you become a favorite. If you give someone anxiety, if you give someone a hard time, why are they going to make you their favorite? They're not. You're a pain in the ass. You're a thorn in their side. You want to be a dildo, in their thing. You don't want to be something that hurts them. You want to be something that pleasures them. Now, some people, some of you freaks out there, you like pain. That's not me, okay? Some of you guys watch some crazy porn out there. How do you get favor? How do you become a favorite? It's an interesting thing, man, and it does matter in life. But really, here's the bomb thing, and we're going to go all live comments. You have to be your own favorite person. If you don't like spending time with yourself, going out in nature is going to be torture. Because when you get away from materialism and you live that's why most people don't want to live a simple life. People want to cut their bills, but they don't want to live a simple life because there's no distractions, guys. I got no house renovations. I got no family obligations. I got no miscellaneous church obligations. I got just me. And I stay healthy, positive, and productive all day because self-care is a full-time job. Self-care is a full-time job, but many people don't want to work on self-care. They want to work on how do I distract myself. Let me go to a church event. Let me go to a family get-together. Let me do a renovation. Let me go fishing. There's nothing wrong with all those things. But many people, they're not really interested in becoming their own favorite. They don't like themselves. A lot of trolls that come in here, they hate themselves, but they love Donald Trump. They masturbate to a picture of Donald Trump. And they hate their life. They're pro-life, but they hate their life. The only reason they want to live past 2020 is to see Trump get reelected again. Now, I voted for Hillary. I didn't like Hillary that much, but some people do. Some people get so obsessed, and truth be told too, they love the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is their favorite in the whole Constitution. What's the Second Amendment? The right to bear arms. What's the First Amendment? The right to protest the government for any grievance. They don't like the First Amendment. It's not their favorite. That's what the NFL football players did. They don't like that. That's why they voted for Trump. They like the Second Amendment. They don't like the First Amendment. They don't like the whole Constitution. They only like their favorite part. Their favorite part is them being able to have a gun because it gives them power, because they feel powerless. They feel powerless, so when they have a gun, they feel power. That's why the Second Amendment is their favorite. I'm for the Second Amendment, but I'm also for the First Amendment, okay? Where you have the right to any religion, Islam, Jewish, Christian, atheism, you'll be atheist, and you have the right to peacefully protest your government for any reason. You have the right not to salute the flag. That's your First Amendment right in the United States Constitution. Your second is the right to bear arms. Some people, their favorite's only the second. So you see, how you form your favorite all has to do with a mindset. Are you a visual person? Are you the type of person that sees a hot girl in Starbucks and you're willing to totally throw your life away? You don't care about the fat girl that damn near broke her neck because the hot barista, knocked her over. You don't care about that. But if, God forbid, that hot barista twisted her ankle, you were ready to jump over that counter. And that's why you're going to get divorced. That's why you're going to get in unhealthy relationships, because everything's based on vanity. If you're a type of person that you only look at your coworkers and the people you're managing based on how they look rather than their work output, you're going to not have favor with your employees. But at the same time, if you're an employee who gives your manager a hard time and you question your manager in front of other people and you don't show up and you don't respect your manager, you're not going to be a favorite employee, and that matters. It matters. You want to get a transfer? You want to get a transfer? You want to move to and you don't even want to show up to work? You don't want to get along with your manager? That matters, man. And it matters that in life you don't choose favorites based on unjust things. You don't say you're God's favorite because you have a certain lineage. Okay? Because I don't care if you're born a certain religion, if you're an asshole, if you're a child molester, does it matter what religion you are? Does it matter what lineage you are? Hell no, it don't. You're a predator. You're a disgrace. But we're tribal. And so a lot of times people pick favorites based on tribe. I know some people, one of the great viewers I have, I asked him where he would ever think of buying a home base. And he said based on where his tribe lives, where his religion is. And that's a lot of just human nature. Whether it's for survival or whether it's because something that's been programmed in the mind. So to me, God's favor is someone who's thankful and who treats people fairly no matter what their walk of life. But choosing favorites can cause wars. It can cause families to break up. It can cause you to get fired. So you got to be careful if you unjustly choose a favorite. When you unjustly choose a favor, you're going to end up hurting yourself. You're going to marry the wrong person for vanity. You're going to hire the wrong person just because they look a certain way, but they don't have a certain ethic. You're going to pick a certain religion because you were pre-programmed rather than you were pre-thoughtful. And you're going to end up down a road one day that you wake up and you realize you don't like yourself. You're not your own favorite. You hate yourself and you love someone else. You can't hate yourself and love someone else. You can't. So just a message tonight, guys. Hit that thumbs up, share the video. I'm going to wipe down myself. I'm sweating because I'm in Florida, okay? Because Florida is my favorite state, all right? And I chose it justly, okay? How did I choose Florida? It's hot all year round. Backwoods. Hey, bro. I hope your life is going good. Thank you, brother. I hope yours is too. Glad to catch the live. Here are some real talk. Thank you, brother. I respect your passion and energy. Thank you. You bring to the lives and the real topics in life. Take care, Sam. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thumbs up, heart. Dylan, thank you, man, for the love and support. It's appreciated, man. Sometimes you get disillusioned by some negative people you meet on YouTube, but I have to say I've met more positive. But at the end of the day, look, I am passionate about this stuff. I had to get this out, man. I want to do another workout tonight. But it's like this subject was boiling in my spirit. Like these things come to my mind. And if you ever have a YouTube channel, here's the thing. When something comes to your mind, write it down. And if you have the opportunity, make it about the video about it while you're in the moment. Because that moment passes. That wave passes. It's like when you're out in the ocean. I was out the ocean today. I was swimming. It was 85 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why I moved to Florida. That's why Florida's my favorite. New Jersey's still 60 degrees cloudy. People shopping at ShopRite, waiting for the sun to come out. Ain't ever coming out. You ain't gonna see no hot Colombian barista in New Jersey. It's even though there are some hot girls in New Jersey. There are, because there's money. Wherever there's money, there's hot girls. Wherever there's no money, you don't even want to know. Definitely ain't gonna be your favorite. But what I'm trying to tell you is don't forget about the big girl that damn near broke her knee. Don't just pay special attention to the hot barista. Have a heart, guys. Have a heart. All right, let's go back to live comments. Thank you again, Dylan. Hey, brother, what's up, man? Hydration break to you. Free to be me. Peace, Sam. Peace back to you, man. Peace on to you, man. Peace to everyone. M-Top, what's up, brother? Playing favorites in the workplace should be illegal, unprofessional. Yes, and being a thorn in your manager's side is very unprofessional. And so I know some people that used to complain about manager having favorites. They were an asshole. They were a bad worker. They had bad work ethic. They were a complainer. They didn't show up consistently. So look, there's a reason sometimes. Sometimes it's nepotism, okay? Sometimes Donald Trump hires his own children. Why? Hey, this is America. It's nepotism. How did I get an electrical union? My father worked there. Yeah, but I built my own career. I got my friend in electrical union. He didn't show up. So, everything is a little bit of that. But you got to show up. How do you get ahead in life? Show up. Sometimes keep your mouth shut. Like, look, this is YouTube. This is my creative space. So I don't go into work like this. And a lot of times in work, I just say, look, keep my mouth shut and do what I need to do. As long as I don't see something unethical happen. So those are the general rules of life. Whether you work at Walmart or Wall Street. But a lot of people can't deal with it. But look, there's other ways to make a hustle that you can do a little bit by yourself, but sometimes you always got to deal with people a little bit. So try to make a mental note, guys. I'm tough. But you'll see it in every office. You'll see it everywhere. You'll see it on the football field. A lot of coaches, when they get hired, they hire assistant coaches they used to work with. You'll see it in the White House. You'll see it in Walmart. You'll see it everywhere. Guys, you can't avoid the politics of life. Don't be one of these people that say you hate politics. Politics is part of life. There's politics when you see a fat girl and a hot girl and you choose to make the hot girl your favorite. The hot girl fucked up my coffee. There wasn't enough soy milk in it. The big girl gets my coffee right every day. But a lot of people like M-Top, if you went into, I guarantee you would have made that hot girl favorite. Right? It ain't right, but that's the way life is. Life ain't all fair. Let's be positive. M-Top, oh yeah. And it goes, humans decide if they like you based on how you look sometimes. Within a fraction of a second. Well, a lot of times that's true. Came out. Hey, Sam, got you early this time. Yeah, it's early here. 8:30 p.m., just about Eastern Standard Time. Journey with Jordan. I'm going to need a knee replacement. Haha, Sam. You're a master storyteller. Well, thank you, brother. I saw a hot girl. I want to give you guys a YouTube recommendation. Gabrielle Reese, who was a volleyball player who married a surfer. She just did a podcast interview with Joe Rogan. So YouTube Google Joe Rogan and Gabrielle Reese. Great interview from a couple weeks ago. I watched it today, and it'll get you right. Thank you again, Dylan. I appreciate that. John Stenhouse, what's up, brother? Nice to hear you. Keep up the conversation. John, thank you, brother, for your consistent support. John, you're a smart, hardworking man. Don't sell yourself short, man. You're in Boston. It's a disaster in Boston. I'm not going to lie to you. I love you. But I love you, brother, and I respect your intelligence. You got a lot you bring to the table. Don't never undersell yourself, brother. John. Hello, bro. What's up, John? John. What's up, man? Hey, Sam. I enjoy watching you. Thank you. To your honest stories. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Well, John, thank you, brother. Matt. Okay. Buck, what's up, man? South Florida's in the house. What's going on, brother? Living the best life I can. How are you? Loyalty means everything. How are you? Hey, Sam, positive vibes. I'll take that. Hang loose emoji to you. Journey with Jordan. Many people will perish for a lack of knowledge. Look, even when you have knowledge, character above knowledge. Character first. Being thankful doesn't take a lot of knowledge, guys. I know plenty of people. I work with a lot of smart people. And what I can tell you is, look, there's a lot to be said for knowledge. I believe in wisdom. But you have to be thankful. If you're unthankful and you have a lot of knowledge, in a capitalist system, it may help you. Then you got to ask yourself, and I'm all for getting money. But then you have to say to yourself, look, is the only answer to life money? Do we only measure society by GDP, gross domestic product? Do we only look at the Dow Jones? If we do, let's throw out the Bible and let's start masturbating to the Dow Jones. And some of us do that. And then we say, let's give to charity. Charity is the ultimate. Why in America would we believe in that? So you don't get any points because you give to charity for a tax deduction, but you don't like social programs such as Social Security or UBI. You're worried about inflation, but you give to charity. Charity is the ultimate socialism. So, it's America. But America's the greatest country. Well, now I won't say great, but it's a great country. And I'm very thankful for America. I pay my taxes. I'm a positive person. I work. But I also see where we can improve as society. And that's also part of being a good American. That's the First Amendment Constitution right, that you can protest a government for any grievance. That's my favorite. Some people only like the Second Amendment, right to bear arms. That's their favorite. Why? Because they don't have knowledge. They only have anger. Now, do I have some anger? Not really. I masturbate every night. Buck, love this message. Thank you. Holds a lot of weight. Yeah, we're pumping out that knowledge tonight and love. Also, when other works resent you for being one of the best workers. Yeah, hey, look. I had some jealousy in my life. That's why Cain killed Abel. Two people, same lineage. They were both the same lineage, guys. But, Cain felt like, his father was giving favor to the other guy. But the other guy wasn't, Abel wasn't getting favor because he was trying to hurt Cain. It was the fact that he was just a positive person. He was working hard, trying to do the best he can. Cain was over there, collecting disability, causing discord in the family, waiting for their parents to die to get disability. So Cain said, fuck that. I'm tired of not being a favorite. I'm going to kill my brother. And, hey, look, that's a lesson we can learn in the Bible, guys. So let's stay positive, Corey. Catching a live stream, my brother. Hydration break and sweat up the whole car. Why? Because we're in Florida where it's hot and humid. Okay, that's my favorite place to be. All you people up north still freezing. You got seduced to thinking springtime means summer. In up north, springtime only means you could take off the triple goose jacket. It doesn't mean you could put on the bikinis. I saw a girl today, several girls, with such a nice bikini, with the butt cheeks jiggling all over your body, glistening in the Florida sun. Now, were they my favorite? Well, I took a screenshot in my mind. I'm going to masturbate to them tonight. Why? Because shit, it's better than looking at a fat girl in Starbucks. But I asked the girl in Starbucks, how was she doing? I asked both of them. I asked the big girl and the hot girl. The other guy just asked the hot girl. He damn near jumped over the thing. Now, shout out to all my big girls. Now, shout out to me, too. I'm a little bit big. All right, let's stay positive. Poker Bro. Sam, random question. How was the Amazon affiliate program been going? Very slow. I only made $2.76, and they only cut a check when you get over $10. So in 3 months, I had it up. Basically nothing, but that's okay. The super chats and a couple of people have PayPal me. That's been a support and an extra way to get tips on YouTube, and I'm very much appreciative. I was looking to see how it worked. Anytime you buy anything on Amazon, you just use the link in my video descriptions to go there. You put something in the cart, and whenever you check out and buy, I get like 1%, 1 to 5%, depending on what you buy, commission. Doesn't cost anything extra. But look, you'd have to, so many people would have to buy for it to make, but it helps. Every little bit helps. And to me, it's just another hustle. It's another way for me to try to make side revenue, but people do what they want. I'm very thankful and actually surprised how much support I have got on YouTube. Dylan, thank you again for the super chats. They're the biggest thing. Some people have PayPal'd. And just people who watch, some people are in a hard financial situation. I don't want them to sacrifice their own life and, give me money. If you're in a bad situation, take care of you. I don't want to hurt people. I'm very honest with people. I tell you straight up. And I tell you straight up, look, even if you do YouTube, you got to work. I work. So, and I'm able to be so honest because, look, I'm not scared of work. I've worked my whole life. So a lot of people, they make YouTube their full thing and they're not willing to work. And that's why they got to tap dance around. And they got to act like every viewer is their favorite. I've blocked probably almost 2,000 people now. So why? Because I don't have to play favorites. I can pretty much pick people in my life based on who I vibe with, who's thankful, and who I want to be around. Not on any other thing. So that's what I would recommend. Good job. Milano, damn it, I met a hot Colombian girl. It would have made you give all your social security checks to this hot Colombian girl today. This barista, Milano's getting ready to collect social security in June. Milano's worked his whole life. Great guy, down in Miami, living full-time in his Class B+. But he's got a soft spot. He's got a soft spot for Colombian girls. So Milano, I'm telling you right now, you would have seen this Colombian girl working at Starbucks. You would have gave her an advance on your first social security check. You would have said, shit, I only got about another 15 years to live. This Colombian girl gonna get me right. But then it would end in a total disaster. And you know that. That's why you're single. Because the last breakup Milano had was 1989. And he got took to the dryers. After that, he said, screw everyone. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to live in BJ's parking lot. And he's just going to live his best life. Milano, what's gas prices at BJ, brother? Good to see you. Hot and rainy. It stopped raining, brother. In Florida, in rainy season, which is May till October, it rains usually in the afternoon, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, 2 hours max. And it rained for about an hour. Now it's hot, nasty, and muggy. And that's how I like it. Girls don't wear bikinis when it's cool and cloudy. They wear bikinis when it's hot and muggy and sunny. And that's what it was today before it rain showered at 4 o'clock till 5. And what I could tell you is I'd rather deal with an hour or two of rain and see plentiful bikinis than live in New Jersey and be in ShopRite trying to pick out greasy soup because I'm waiting for the summer to come. Good job. Backwoods. You're very welcome. Thank you, brother. Gina, what's up, Gina? Hey, Sam. Deb, hey, Sam. Hey, Deb, how are you? Journey with Jordan. Cain should have known his plant-based offering wouldn't please God as much as Abel's animal offering. And that's another thing we can learn from the Bible. You're allowed to kill the animals onto God. So all you parents out there, let's make it okay to sacrifice your dog onto God because that's pleasing. Now, again, that's what I'm saying. We got to evolve our thought process. We got to evolve our thought process. We can learn a lot from the Bible. We can learn a lot from faith. I did. But if we don't evolve our thought, we'd out there be killing our Bambi, sacrificing him onto God. Let's go and take our family pet and sacrifice him onto God. You guys got all upset when Michael Vick fought pit bulls. But back in the Bible, you would take your pit bull and you would kill him, and it was a sacrifice to God. That blood atoned for him sin. So, hey, look, guys, this is the Bible. I love the Bible, changed my life, but I also think for myself. I'm not like Donald Trump, who commits adultery and bangs Stormy Daniels, then goes back to Melania and says my favorite verse in the Bible is 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. Now, Hillary Clinton no better either, because Bill Clinton was out there doing the same damn thing. It takes two to tango, guys. They're both a disaster. So I'm not like pro-Hillary to the death. I'm not pro-Bernie. But I don't have favorites. I want Donald Trump to do good. I think he's doing some good things. But I'm not masturbating to a 2020 picture of him, just like I wasn't with Obama or Hillary. Like, I take the good from what I can get and I let the rest go. Because why? Ultimately, I'm my favorite. I don't care who goes in office. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to work. When Bush was in office, guess what I did every day? I went to work. When Obama was in office, guess what I did? I went to work. When Trump, I went to, it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, either way, you still have to do the work of your life. And that's how you become your favorite. But when you hate yourself, you love a politician. When you hate yourself, your politician is the favorite person. Because, it makes you, it's an unhealthy mindset. And this is what I'm trying to share with you tonight. Good job. And then he goes, Abel's animal offering, because God sacrificed an animal to clothe his parents. Instead of leaf bikinis, they made 2 bikini emojis. Well, brother, there's a lot of bikinis right now. Thank God we don't live in a religious country where you can't wear bikinis. There's some like that. There's some like that in the Middle East. You got to wear full covering. We used to be that. Look at Catholic nuns. Catholic nuns are not far off from full Islamic garb in the Middle East. And what I could tell you is, look, I want to see bikinis. My favorite amendment of the Constitution is First Amendment. You don't have to have a religion, even though I want you to be able to have one because I'm glad I had faith. I'm glad someone taught me the scriptures. But ultimately, I'm glad I read the scriptures for myself. And I formed my own relationship with God. I don't need another person to interpret it for me. Okay, that's real faith, guys. But a lot of people don't do that. They just choose your favorite based on tribalism. All right, good job. Milano, Sammy, yes. Yeah, Colombian girls make you spend all your money. I'm tough. Can you believe this woman sent me a pic with so many filters and butterflies flying? She looked like a fairy. Oh, I could definitely believe it. Hey, look, this is the life we live. But you know what I say? It doesn't matter when you're single and you masturbate because you're not backed up. When you're backed up, you know, that's part of the game. I don't care. I don't care how good or how ugly you look. And that allows me to live like Shallow Hal. Shallow Hal was free from vanity. He was banging some big chick, but in his mind, the big chick looked like the hot Colombian chick because he had stopped looking at people based on vanity. And so I live like Shallow Hal because I masturbate. I satisfy my own lustful needs. I control my lust. The Bible says if you can control your lust, don't get married. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. And so what I could tell you is, being that I'm not backed up, I don't really care what you look like. And you're not going to become my favorite because you're hot. Because I don't care. You know, I like to look at you, but at the end of the day, I like to just be by myself. Good job. All right, let's take a look at who might got filtered. Because sometimes if you say a curse word in a live chat, it gets blocked. Milano says something. What Milano say? I don't know where it is. It was there somewhere. Milano, good to see you, brother. All right, everybody, that's it. Is that all the live comments we got to everyone? Oh, this was a quick night, guys. All right, that's it. All I can tell you is, look, I broke it down for you. I never extend a message. Why? Because you end up talking about some garbage and it blocks out the message you did send. You know, we banged it out in 37 minutes and 5 seconds and counting. I'm not going to stretch the message. You guys go home, go in peace to serve the Lord, or however you want to do it. But what I can tell you is choosing favorites. Choosing favorites is dangerous if you choose for the wrong reasons. Be a thankful person, mind your business, do what you need to do, and keep it moving. I think